God, you
Don't
guys
breathe.
are all faggots. Don't be gay, camp ya. Hello, everybody.
What,
It's
Dave?
Sunday. You know what that means. Another exciting episode of Matinee with the Homies. And today we're going to be talking about 420 movies, also known as stoner comedies. Let's go around the horn and see how everybody is doing. Ronan! How's it going, Ronan?
Sorry, I think I'm a little. Don't worry, I'm rebooting right now. Last night was let's just say I had a little bit of fun with Mary Jane herself. But anyways, hello everybody. Y'all know who I am. I'm Ronan the Crusader. I finally started doing my streams again. I am finished up with Fallout yesterday, so if you guys are interested, go check that out. And this morning, in the spirit of course, talking about stoner comedies and 420 movies, I'm having me a nice little meal from good old White Castle. Not sponsored.
Now
Please do sponsor us, White Castle. No, I'm kidding.
I got
But
the munchies.
yes, exactly.
Say something.
Atomic.
Like what?
I'm
Okay, there we go.
giving.
That's better.
How's it going,
Yeah,
Atomic?
It's awkward as hell.
Good to be here, man. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna make sure we don't have that much dead air again, because no, honestly, it's gonna be fun to be here. We're gonna have fun. I don't know shit about stoner movies, but like,
It's all AP's fault we got stoned.
yeah, I
Speak for
encourage
your
them all.
fucking
Say
self.
something.
Damn ya.
Hey, the dead air matches the fact that we're all probably high at this point on life.
Camp ya. How's it
Campy's
going,
not
Camp ya?
here, man. Dave's not here, man. I'm kidding. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Matinee with the Homies. Today, we are doing 420 movies due to tomorrow being 420. It's 419 right now, so it's not that time yet. Tomorrow, it may be. First off, I'm going to welcome y'all to our stream. Like I said, we're doing stoner comedies. Well, it can be other movies, but stoner comedies is mostly what always happens. Screw you on that little whatever it was. But we're here talking about just having a good time today. This is about having enjoyment, and just let's get started by talking about Phantom. You can bring us up. I can bring us up. I used to be a huge stoner back in the day. I stopped smoking at like 24, 25, but up to 15 to 25, oh my God, was I getting high. So a lot of these movies are my teenage years and my somewhat adult years. And so I'll probably have some nostalgia for some of these. Phantom, what's your story?
So I started smoking probably my first year of high school. Smoked all the way up to a little after, probably right before I got married. So I can watch a lot of these movies, and there's some that I went back and watched while I was not high, and I'm like, God, these movies are fucking retarded.
We'll bring that up later. And like I said, AP, he's never been high, so he's just kind of our high substitute looking at some of these movies sober, like what we used to watch as kids or teenagers. Hopefully not kids. Jesus Christ. And Ronan, your story is
He's a lightweight.
Not to be too down in the dumps like I was on Queenie's stream, but it kind of connects to it. Basically, it was a second semester when I was in college, and I was just getting out of the hospital because of something stupid I tried to do. And a buddy of mine that I met in college, he was just like, just come hang out with me, come hang out with a couple of us. We're just gonna spend some good time, get high. He's like, I'm not really the kind of guy that smokes. It's like, oh, we're gonna make you smoke. You're gonna smoke tonight, I guarantee you. We're outside, literally passing the joint around. And the next thing I know, like 2-3 hours into the session, we're like watching the local news because they're putting fucking speed bumps in some neighborhood. And it was the most intense and hyper-focused I'd ever been in my entire life.
That's saying
not the usual.
That's the saying something when you say hyper-focused around us.
It's even more than that. It was more than that. It was like,
whoa. He was Keanu Reeves for a night.
That's the only time I've smoked, but I'm not 100% opposed to the idea of doing it again. I just, it's not usually my thing. Alcohol is more my thing, but yeah.
Same here. It's something I understand it's recreational, and like I said, if it came up and there was a chance, I don't have anything against it. I was never addicted to weed, so it doesn't bother me.
Right.
Maybe other stuff I can't talk about, but as a fucking couple of lightweights, Phantom.
Look, my brother was more or less the one that got stoned almost every day. So if you wanted him on the show, you could have gotten him. But
that's what AP said. But we're here talking about the movies, and I know these movies are funny to everybody as well. So let's talk about the first question and go right into it. I usually say, "What was your first stoner movie?" But I'm not worried about that here. Give me the one that you remember laughing your ass off at uncontrollably. It just made you enjoy the movie so much. It might be a stoner movie and you were sober. It doesn't matter. It made you just giggle to no end. Start with you, Phantom.
Okay, so technically, this is not considered a stoner movie, but I think it is. Caveman with Ringo Starr. That movie is. I was high, and I watched it as a kid. Thought it was funny not being high, but when I was high watching that and just the gags and stuff, I literally pissed myself watching it because I was high off my ass. Fuck, I love that movie. Some people have to watch it where you're fucking high because Ringo Starr was high when he made the fucking movie, for Christ's sake. So yeah.
Well, that was the time it was 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Hello.
What about you, AP? What movie would you say you watched that was considered stoner to me?
I guess Friday, the first Friday movie, since that one's probably the most stoner of the three and all that, if I remember right. But that one was one I loved, and I've talked about it before on multiple streams on this podcast. So absolutely, it is a movie I thought was enjoyable, fun, and all that. But again, I don't smoke weed, so might have been more enjoyable as high. But
there's some good stoner moments in Next Friday as well too. If you're ever interested, check that movie out again too, because it's pretty funny. For me, I'd probably have to say Funny Enough, since in tune with what I'm having right now. Yeah, it's got to be Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Like, that shit had me dying the first time that I watched it. Like, just two dudes who have like menial friggin' jobs, going to their apartment, rolling it up, blazing it. Next thing you know, they see a commercial where they're selling these damn little sliders like it's the sexiest thing imaginable. What do? They drive through the whole night going through all kinds of crazy crap, like meeting up
4 hours away.
Yeah, exactly. Just for a 4-hour drive to Cherry Hill, New Jersey. That's where it was, because the whole film took place in New Jersey. They were trying to drive down to Cherry Hill, which there's not really a whole lot over there. That's only maybe 2 hours away. Mistake. Yeah,
driving to Jersey. That was their first mistake.
But then meeting crazy hobos in the middle of nowhere. Meeting Neil Patrick Harris, who's, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's high in general, not just on weed. But yeah, that movie's fucking great. I absolutely love Harold and Kumar. That was funny. If I actually watched it stoned, I probably wouldn't survive the night.
You'd be yourself, yeah. For me, I kind of go a little earlier than that, and that's of course Mallrats. Like Jay and Silent Bob was my generation of smoking, and it's just like Clerks was good, and so was some of the others, but Mallrats was just that stupid stoner comedy that you could sit down, watch, and just giggle at the lines like "Fly, fat ass, fly! Come, son of Jarrell, kneel before Zod, snitchy bitchy,
boochies."
It's just the stupidest things, and I would just sit there and my friends and I would smoke up, and I've probably seen that movie because of when we were getting high, probably every day for a year. I'm not even joking either. Me and my roommates probably watched that. At least I've seen a clip of it every day for a year. And so I've watched that movie at least 365 times. It's crazy. And it's one of those things where it's like, I watch it now and I still love it. I think it's still hilarious to me, but it's not quite as hilarious as it was then.
Mm-hmm.
And going into that, let's talk about what constitutes a stoner movie. What do you need to be a stoner movie in a movie?
Lots and lots of weed. Drugs.
Weed's got to be the driving factor, I would say,
Two best
or at least
friends.
play a big role in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The weed has to be the focal point of the fucking movie.
I mean, hell, you could.
It's either the weed turns people into fucking lizards, or they use the weed to make a damn van that you have to drive across the fucking
Wait.
border to bring it back. Hence
Wait.
Cheech and Chong.
Phantom.
Or you could also
wait, Phantom. If weed turns people into lizards, why didn't the lizard use that in the Amazing Spider-Man movie?
I don't know.
I mean, like
Maybe it
you
would've
could
turned him
also have
back.
the weed be basically just that crazy evil force that makes people do all kinds of dumb shit like reefer madness. Which,
Exactly.
funny
what?
enough, like that movie wasn't even intended for comedic purposes. It was supposed to be all anti-marijuana, but now, funny enough, people nowadays look at it just
Smoke weed
laugh
and
their
love it.
asses off. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the
if I'm right,
second-
they've done remakes of it too, just to make fun of it.
I'm not sure if I think they've done like not remake, but like redubbing,
Reimaginings kind of
no
thing. or
redubbings,
Oh, okay.
redubbings, but I don't think they've done an actual remake of it. There's actually it's the second pot movie on the list, so it's like it's considered the second movie, not the first weed movie. The first one was, of course, the "You will not smoke weed," kind of thing, the propaganda that they had.
Yeah.
But it's like I agree with you. Weed has to be in it. Like AP said, two friends. If you you got to have some kind of
Two or
plot.
more friends.
Yeah, you got to have some kind of plot where it's like
And some shenanigans. They gotta be
the
shenanigans.
smoking,
Yeah, exactly.
the
Yeah.
smoking
Mhm.
causes something to happen because you were
Yeah.
smoking. This happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like I said before, most of the time it's a comedy. It's stoner comedy. So you don't really get stoner drama or maybe stoner action to a point, but not really. But you don't get like stoner this story or that story about some kind of big thing happening in the world.
Well, I think like because you mentioned stoner action, I think the only one that kind of pops into my head for that would be Pineapple Express. Because like there's a good bit of comedy in that, but then they also got plenty of action, especially in the third act with the weed farm shootout. That whole thing was hilarious.
Well, there's quite a few on the list like that. So I was like,
Mhm.
I think that's one of them where you first kind of see the action. I mean, like you could go Half Baked. Half Baked was 94, and that thing had some decent action scenes in it.
If we're talking about we're talking about stoner movies. What can you guys classify The Gentleman as a stoner movie?
No.
The Gentleman, Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman with Matthew McConaughey.
I don't know if I consider it. Go ahead.
Well, because I was just asking because like it's heavily revolved around weed and all that, and like they do smoke it in the movie quite a bit, and
I don't know if I would consider that. You got a good point there. I really like The Gentleman. The TV show is actually really good on Netflix if y'all want to watch that
obviously
too.
there's the TV show.
The Guy Ritchie TV show is really good. It actually expands on the story. That's kind of tough because yes, they're smoking in it, but the emphasis is more on how they're selling it and what they're doing with it as opposed to them smoking it. So I would say partly, but not completely.
Okay, so that could be The Gentleman could be one of those cases where, and I know I'm getting a little ahead with this, but could be one of those cases where it's like possibly a stoner movie that's not meant to be one, or an inverse instead. It's a regular film that you could maybe argue might be a stoner movie.
It could be more satire. It could be satire.
Well, let me ask this then: does weed just being in the movie make it a stoner movie?
No.
See, that's the big question I got, because, and I know, again, jumping real ahead on this, but like we got a list where we show 25 of the most essential stoner movies. One of them on the list happens to be Superbad, which I do kind of have to ask about that, because Superbad for me doesn't feel so much like a stoner movie. It's one of those.
It's a party movie.
Yes, it's a raunchy teenage, party movie. That's how I see it more like. Is there possibly weed in it, like referenced? Yeah, of course there is a little bit of it, but weed just being in it ain't going to be enough. Weed has to be that driving force and that driving factor as to what's going on in the whole movie.
See, I agree with you, because the 90s were full of teen comedies that were like that American Pie, No Two That Summer, and there is weed in those movies, and they're smoking weed, but it's not really essential to anything going on.
Right.
You can go back to you can go all the way back to the 80s, like One Crazy Summer. That would be considered a high weed movie
Stoner
and shit
movie,
like that.
yeah.
Stoner movie. But the thing is though, they never smoked in it.
Mm-mm.
It's what happens in the movie. It's the comedy of
The
the movie.
atmosphere. The
It's
atmosphere.
the atmosphere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ronan, on top of the point you made about like weed has to be the driving force of the movie, you could argue that is like The Gentleman though, like because they ransack one of his weed
Farms.
farms and all that,
Okay.
and so he like so Matthew McConaughey's character has to pretty much figure out who did it, and is and now
But that's
I'm not
the plot. The plot is
yeah.
not. The plot is not the weed itself. The
No,
plot
yeah, no,
is
the plot is not
the
smoking the
business.
weed, but it's
Right.
the business
So
of
The
selling it.
business of it.
I
No,
agree with you.
it-
Like
so-
I said, I would give it like a 3/4
Fair,
stoner
yeah.
movie.
Right.
The thing with stoner movies is the cause and effect. You smoke the weed and
Yeah.
shenanigans happen,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
it's like one thing after another. It's like one thing after another. It's like I know we're gonna talk about this, but like in Nice Dreams, right? The cocaine scene. They started with the weed, then the cocaine, and when they got the cocaine, everything went fucking crazy.
I'm
know,
not sorry. I'm not sorry.
I do the same.
But it's like so like Pineapple Express is the same thing. They're sitting on the couch, they're getting high. Then all of a sudden they just go on this fucking adventure, like from here to wherever they fucking gotta go to, you know.
Don't bring it up
So-
yet.
Pull that. Okay.
Don't bring it up yet.
But
yeah.
it's like for me, it's like the weed is could be a focal point, but it's not. It's more.
Smoking the weed is the central
It's
yeah.
the central plot that
It don't have to
you
be the central plot, but it's definitely got to be a catalyst.
Yeah.
It's got to be a catalyst for something like look at Harold and Kumar.
Mm-hmm.
Because they smoked weed, that's the catalyst for them going to White Castle, going to get the food, all the shit happening. Look
Shame.
at how high they smoked the weed. That's how they got in the freaking college. That's why they were there. That's what helped them be smart and things like that. Like it's got to be a catalyst for the movie, or it doesn't work. PCU, they got high. They got to go see George Clinton in that movie, and it's like that's kind of the thing. It's got to have an essential plot point. It can't be, hey, you smoke weed and you're sitting on the couch. It's just not that type of movie. Grandma's Boy,
Mm,
because he smoked weed, all this shit was going on with grandma and everything else.
right.
Mhm.
That's another one I almost forgot to mention too. That one's hilarious. Yeah.
So I don't remember this correctly. Then is Ted classified as a stoner movie because it's
Yes.
not really centralized around the weed itself? It's more
It's
the
not, but the things happen because they were getting high and getting
Yeah.
drinking and smoking and all the other and
Okay.
cocaine.
That's a good point.
Yeah, he lost his girlfriend because of his drug use during that party. So it's a plot point. It doesn't have to be the central plot point, but it has to be a plot point in the thing.
The only two things I remember from that are the fuck you thunder moment and the part where Ted
Thunder
looked at the
buddies.
tree like, there's so much.
That and what's his name, Phantom? Flush.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well they recreated the scene on the fly cycle thing. God damn, that's funny as
That-
shit.
What is
The
his
only
name?
other-
I forgot his name.
The only other thing I remember was when he's in the meeting with the store manager and he's like, "You had sex with the cashier with a cucumber? I also fucked her with the parsnip and then sold the parsnip to a family of 4. That takes guts. I'm promoting you. You got a lot of problems, don't you?"
Well, I mean, also you have to think there are a lot of like non-stoner movies that fucking work better while you're high to watch them.
That's
You
true.
know.
That is also true.
Sam Jones. Jesus.
Sam Jones was the actor's name. Yeah.
Yeah. Flash.
Mm.
And that movie, that's another one, Phantom. I watched it high.
Mhm.
And the visuals in that were
I
not
watched
good.
it drunk. I watched it drunk and high at the same time, and it was 10 times fucking better.
That's
Holy
the
Oh,
thing.
you're
shit.
saying you were
Okay.
high.
You brought it up. Let's go ahead and skip to that question if you want to.
Might as well.
Yeah, so it's like, what stoner movies that would you consider that? What's considered a stoner movie? Would you consider a certain movie to everybody considers a stoner movie? It's not, or what would you consider is one but isn't? Flash Gordon, good example there. I used to get high as hell to that movie, and it's not considered a. I think a lot
Airheads.
of those.
Airheads. Airheads is considered. A lot of people say it's a stoner movie, but it's not a stoner movie. It's literally these guys trying to trying
Get a
to get
record
their
deal.
record deal. I would say Revenge of the Nerds is one of those. It's technically a stoner comedy, but it's not. I mean, they do
It's a
smoke
raunchy
weed, but
comedy. It's a
it's a
raunchy
Right.
raunchy
comedy.
comedy. But
Well, I mean that's the thing. A lot of these
Well,
raunchy
toes the-
take
comedies.
away Booger, and
Yeah,
that one
yeah,
scene, you really don't have
yeah.
a stoner movie.
So this toes the line. Is it stoner or isn't it stoner? I mean, like you can have was it Top Secret? I was talking about this in Green Room. Technically, Top Secret, probably one of the greatest spoof comedies of all time. And if you you can watch it high as fuck, and it's even funnier. But I'm like myself. I always thought it was a stoner comedy. I actually thought it was because of the fucking gags and shit in it. Because it reminded me of stuff like Caveman and fucking Cheech and Chong. You know how they did their stuff. Hell, you can fucking say anything in from Mighty Python is fucking stoner comedy, if you think about it.
True. It's like it's depending on what you find funny and what you don't. Most comedies
Mhm.
can become a stoner movie with the right uh
With the right group of
prescription.
friends. That too.
Well, that too, but
Right
that's like,
strain,
Yeah,
the
no,
right strain,
The right
the right
strain. Yeah, there you
strain.
go.
Yeah, the right strain. Yeah.
I
Acapulco
would
Gold, baby.
probably
Grown-ups
throw
could
because
become a stoner movie.
if we're talking about movies that wouldn't be considered stoner movies, but if you had a little bit of the toke, then have some fun with it. 2001: A Space Odyssey. That one I'm
Yep.
throwing in there.
I actually did.
Just go ahead.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go
Oh, no,
ahead.
no.
I've actually watched it high, so yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I've seen
He
it
speaks from
maybe
experience.
I've seen it maybe once or twice, like just normally, right? And like half the time when they're on the ship and fucking Hal is doing his usual homicidal tendencies, half the
Mhm.
time I start falling asleep a little bit. But I have a feeling that if I actually did, have a couple puffs, let's put it that way, guarantee I'd be a lot more engaged with the movie and be like, man, this is so impactful.
The thing you
There's-
realize is high is that Hal was a man. That AI is an asshole. That was 90% of what me and my friends will say is like,
What's
he's
the
just
deal,
Why
man?
has he got to
Dude,
be so
dude,
mean, man?
For me, it's like he's not wrong.
He wasn't
He ain't
wrong, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
hot take.
Another one. Star Wars. Star Wars.
I
A New
never watched
Hope.
that high, so I don't know.
I have. The first time you see them jump to light speed, right, in the Falcon,
Oh,
you're like,
okay.
Spaceballs.
ooh, pretty.
But Spaceballs, could you classify that as if have anyone watched that high?
Oh, dude, yeah, I watched that plenty of times high. That would definitely be
Oh,
the.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack.
All right.
Yeah, I know we're gonna talk this later on, but definitely high listening to the soundtrack to Spaceballs is a fucking killer, man.
I bet the one scene where they're looking at the monitor right now and they're looking at now and I bet that like how are they doing
no.
that?
When Spaceballs 1 transforms into the maid, that was trippy high off my ass. It was trippy.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can imagine.
It's a
And
fucking
Dark
transformer.
Helmet.
What the
Dark
fuck?
Helmet.
Oh,
Oh, there's
another
quite
one.
a few.
Another one.
There is.
Transformers the movie, the animated movie. High.
Nope.
I
I feel like
Up,
that
up,
screw you up even
up.
more than watching it
Dude,
freaking
the
sober.
emotion that would come out of me or anybody that was high if they loved Optimus Prime would freaking break me.
Oh, yeah.
no.
Yeah, be high and watch that and be crying fucking off your ass. Then all of a sudden you just start giggling again with fucking the
Hot tub
Dinobots.
time machine.
They fucking killed Optimus, man.
Like, I'll be honest with you, there's a movie called Whale Rider that came out like in late 90s, early 2000s, and it's just about a little girl who's trying to make a life in Polynesian something. It's not a stoner movie, but me and my friends watched it high, and we're across from each other in chairs, just crying our asses off. Like, man, what's this movie making me feel, man? I don't know what. It's actually a really good movie. I watched it after the fact, but watching it high, man, it rips your heart out.
Watch Titanic high. Watch Titanic high.
The water. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And the scene with Rose and fucking Jack.
Move off the damn door, bitch, and let him on it. Fat bitch.
Here, come on, Jack.
And she wasn't fat. That's the thing. She wasn't
keep you
fat.
warm. It'll keep you warm.
She wasn't fat back then.
Well, I don't know if she is now or not. I like her as an actress. I can't say no.
No, you're right.
And then like Phantom said, there's all kinds, like The Matrix. Watching that high will trip you the fuck out. Like watching the guys moving and shit when you're high. Like I watched that movie for the first time high. And
Jesus.
My brain was
like,
I love that the whole screen's green, man. Everything's got a green tint. It's so good. And then you get the fight scene, the gunfighting, and you're just like I can't do it, but my eyes are like wide open.
Definitely a movie you got to watch high. Godzilla versus the Smog Monster.
Yes. Holy shit. I hadn't even thought about that, but yes. Oh man. That movie's already trippy to begin
Anything
with.
from any Godzilla movie from the 70s, you have to be high to fucking watch it.
Phantom.
But
Phantom.
That one's the most.
Phantom. Godzilla versus Megalon high.
Yes.
Godzilla versus Megalon high.
Been there.
Holy shit. That fucking robot grew, bro.
I don't think I've ever watched a Godzilla movie high. I think that's the one genre I never watched high.
You know what?
Campy, Ronan, you would agree with me. Ronan, you would agree with me on this, but Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, you had to be tripping on something to watch that fucking movie. How artsy that fucking movie is.
How about Idiocracy?
I didn't watch it high. I watched it sober, but it's the world we live in at this point. So I don't know if I'd call it a sober comedy or a coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Coming of age for the humanity.
For what we're in now,
Campia, the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. You gotta be high to watch that one. You got it and Mystery Men. You had to be high to watch both.
I didn't watch Mystery Men high, so I don't know about that one. But Buffy, I did watch high. I agree with you on that, and I never laughed as hard as when, like you brought up the other night. I never laughed as hard as when Paul Rubens is his death scene, and I'm sitting there smoking up, and me and my friends are in the floor laughing. Because he's like kicking the fucking door, kicking the table.
Phantom. That live action Dragon Ball movie we watched.
The Asian one.
Yeah, that would have been.
I watched that one high. Do you know that there's a better version of that movie? I found it on fucking YouTube. There's a better version of that one with extended cut to it.
Isn't that what we watched?
No, the one that we watched was the original. So I just recently found this one. They added like stuff to it, and it's like a better quality movie to it. It's better quality.
Nice.
Well, let's go back.
I can tell you a movie. I can tell you one that even being high didn't fucking help. Dragon Ball Evolution. That literally killed my buzz.
I was already out of that. I stopped getting high when that happened. So let's go.
I had to get high to watch that.
Let's go back to this, and I'm gonna bring this up. So we're talking about a lot of these movies we're talking about are from like 90s and 2000s. You get some 80s, of course, the Cheech and Chong ones. But why were movies like the Woodstock and all that? There was weed everywhere in the 60s and 70s. Yet we didn't get the stoner movies until late 70s into early 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Why? Well, before I go into asking why do you think that they were bigger later on than they were earlier, let's talk about what 420 meant anyway. So go ahead and bring that up, AP. So I don't know if any of y'all know how 420 started?
I know somewhat of it, but not the backstory.
So the backstory is kind of interesting when it came up. There was a bunch of kids that used to go to school in California. So at least we could thank California
Of
for
course, it's
one thing.
California.
Yeah, of course it would
That's the
be.
only thing we could think of for is the 420. But it turns out that they were going after school, and they were giving a like at 420, which is before football or any kind of extracurricular activity, and right after school, they would go and smoke weed together. And they were called the Waldos. And apparently, because of one of them was friends with Jerry Garcia, that's how the 420 came along, because Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead added it together. So it's like it was not a police call. It says it right here. I can't read it, AP. You don't have to read it. The speeding the phase right there. The term popularity.
Spreading the phase.
Oh, right.
The term was popularized by the 1990s. In the 1990s by High Times magazine, which credited the Waldos for the origin.
And then read the next one.
Contrary to popular belief, 420 is not a police code for marijuana smoking in progress, nor is it related to Bob Dylan or Adolf Hitler's birthday.
Which I didn't know his birthday is tomorrow too. So
I didn't know that. I mean,
I'm sure Ronan knew it, but
I did. I did.
I remembered.
I did.
I remembered.
I did.
Stream, don't get mad. YouTube, don't get mad. I was just reading an article.
But yeah, it's like it's crazy that it's literally like it's only been around since the early 70s. It's like it wasn't even. I thought it was like maybe early 60s before Woodstock and all that. No,
No,
420 came out after.
It's the perfect time for it, since this late 60s, early 70s was, of
I
course,
relate
the
to
time
this.
where a lot of that free love and culture was existing. And all of that was primarily as a counterculture to the Vietnam era that was occurring. Well, the Vietnam War that was occurring at the time. It was all pure protest and pure anti-establishment kind of stuff, you know. So, of course, it makes perfect sense. It would align with this as well, too.
Sorry, I'm over
I don't mind.
at his
I
name.
don't mind stoners. I don't like the hippies.
AP, I'm on the same boat with you. Yeah, stoners one thing, hippies, bunch of fucking commies, in my opinion. But whatever.
Archie Bunker. But okay, let's go back to the question then. Like, why was stoner comedies more popular in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s as opposed to the 60s and 70s when it started?
Okay, so 2000s, the reason why it was so popular in like around 2008 upwards is because they were trying to legalize marijuana. So that was like California was the first state of the union that actually went out and started doing the marijuana laws. And they were like, okay, so to get people on board with this, we're going to do a lot more stoner comedies so people could be like, hey, weed is not a terrible, dangerous thing, because for decades and decades, I mean, technically weed is not dangerous. It's herbal.
It's
it's
less
weed
dangerous than
itself is not
it's less
dangerous.
dangerous than cigarettes.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
depends on what it is exactly you're smoking. Because I'll be honest, I did a little bit of research because I was interested in trying to smoke again. THC is the hallucinogenic compound that
Yes.
exists in marijuana. That's the reason why you get the trippy feelings and whatnot. But if you're smoking something like CBD or Delta 9, it's just relaxing, you know, soothing
CBD,
effects. That's all that it
CBD
is.
Yeah, the
more so.
THC is what makes it illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. THC is the one compound.
But it's also the fact that let's be honest, and I mean I don't know if it's a proven fact or not, but tobacco farms and stuff like that have a certain area they can be grown in. They can't be grown everywhere. You can't just grow. Whereas weed, you can grow in your backyard. You can grow in a closet, in a blacklight area. It's just they can't regulate it. They can't regulate it. Oh, it's it's the regulatory process. Like tobacco, they can regulate, they can keep it in a certain area, can do things. Weed, they can't do that with, and I feel like that's part of why we haven't got it legalized, is because basically they couldn't keep people from growing at that point.
Tell me if this is actually true as well, because I know Family Guy kind of tried to talk a little bit about this, but is
poopy?
No, is hemp, which is one of the things for weed, is hemp a much more viable kind of usage for paper and other materials, and the timber industry tried to
also
illegalize and for clothing. So the timber industry tried to make weed distribution and growth illegal, just so they wouldn't have to compete with hemp. Is that kind of true? Is there validity to it? Or?
That's not the complete reason, but that's one of them. Hemp also is very dry, very brittle, and it's like
Okay.
over a period of time, it doesn't last as well as paper does. But it was a viable replacement for a while, and they just like you said, the paper companies were like, hell no, we're gonna lobby for this not to happen.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of things we probably could use or couldn't use. Like there's all kinds of items that if we removed from our food, we wouldn't even notice, but they don't want to because that's a preservative or this or that, or like not canola oil, what's it called?
It dies.
High fructose corn syrup.
Oh, God,
We don't
yeah,
need that in
shit.
our food. We could just put sugar or some other kind of sweetness in it. They just choose not to because it's the cheapest, it's the easiest to make, and it's all that.
Right.
So
Yeah,
also,
it's-
also weed has a lot of healthy benefits to it because you can actually use it to treat seizures, certain medical
Glaucoma.
condition.
Glaucoma.
Yeah,
what
Yeah.
what
But
does
actually,
Marty McFly actor? What does Parkinson's?
oh yeah, he's got
Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Yeah.
Yes,
It
Parkinson's
has
is
the
another thing that's
Parkinson's.
Michael
proven
J.
that
Fox.
can be
Yep.
treated with
Yeah,
marijuana
that one.
consumption.
Yeah.
And just from personal experience myself, not me personally, but my mother actually, she actually got some weed that was like drenched in forget what liquid it was. I don't know if it was alcohol or something else, but she got actual like leaves of marijuana like drenched a little bit. She uses it as an ointment just for like soothing benefits, just to
Like a CBD
relieve
oil,
herself
yeah.
of pain.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, that's
there's
smart.
actual benefits to using marijuana, actual health benefits.
Welcome to How High with the Homies.
I kind of like the certain tangents are okay though, because it's like if it explains what we're talking about, it's okay. Like
Yeah.
Right,
weed, we're
right.
talking about getting high, stoners,
But-
and weed and shit.
But like there's a lot of taboo from it because like California weed is a $1 billion business.
Well, there
because
and
they have
Nevada, and not
Mhm.
Nevada,
Yeah, there
Colorado.
Colorado, like it's like certain states they're legalized it. Like here, they're still trying to fight to get medical marijuana. They have medical marijuana, but they're not allowing. It's just the CBD oil and stuff. And
Yeah, it can't have any. It has to have less than 0.4% of or 0.04% of THC.
and the thing is, what would
Yes, I read
curb
a lot.
like if they would
I'm
just
supposed to be a
outright
nerd here.
if they would just outright fucking just like, hey, we're gonna sell this shit. We're gonna regularize it to where we can sell
regulate,
this shit.
and they can't.
Re-
They can't though. They cannot because they can't regulate it. Yes, it's like anything. Like if you can grow it at home, like if you could grow your own tomatoes and not do it, but it's convenient to go to the store.
Mhm.
It would sell due to convenience, but it'll also be they can't if it legalize it. Anybody can grow their own and not ever buy the regulated kind if they wanted to.
Yeah, over here in Jersey, it looks like it is legalized both recreationally and for medical purposes. But I think there's certain limitations on what we can buy at the dispensary. It says here 1 ounce of cannabis flower, 4 grams of concentrates, and 1,000 milligrams of edibles. That's pretty much the limit over here in Jersey, at least. That's how they have it for us. I don't know because I never went and bought it, but that's what I've been reading up.
Well, yeah, but if you have like a fucking pound of weed, they're gonna be like, no, that's not
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be
asking
allowed.
questions, obviously. That makes
And
sense.
that's what I'm saying. If they legalize it completely, where it's like you have a bag of weed in your hand, you could have fucking a truckload of weed, and they don't say nothing. That's what I don't think we're going to get to that point, at least not for a long time.
I'd put that more in the layer of like decriminalization, because I know there's like differences between legalization and decriminalization.
Okay,
Like,
so usage versus decriminalization. Okay.
yeah, so like decriminalization, basically, law enforcement, government, they just don't care about how it is. That's your business entirely. But when it comes to legalizing it, there's certain restrictions they obviously put on it now that it's part of the the legal vernacular. But yeah.
It all depends too on like you said, like the usage, depending on like if there could be laced with anything could be in with it, and that's the problem with with not being regulated is the fact that you might get weed with a thing of acid in it. You might get fucking what ain't happening.
Hey, you get fucking weed with the damn embalming fluid.
Or I mean, like, just to be on the lighter side,
no.
it could be like Smokey. You get some weed with angel dust in it.
I had to do the smoking.
Yeah, a little Jerry. Yeah,
let's get back on track.
So we're talking about that, but so like I said, 3 of us have gotten high before, maybe only one time. Sorry, one time. But if you had to pick a movie
I'm the odd
soundtrack,
man out.
yeah, if you had to pick a movie soundtrack that would be the language of you smoking, of you during a smoking session, what would it be? Like what movie soundtrack would be like? I said this, and I'm gonna go with it. Dazed and Confused. A lot of
Same
60s,
here.
a lot of 70s music, and it fits that genre where it's like that music was just, you had Aerosmith and other people before, they brought them in before the mainstream and stuff like that, and it was just such a great soundtrack to smoke to. What about
Tommy. Tommy.
Tommy? So the Who would be yours.
Tommy or
Tommy, can you hear
Sergeant
me?
Pepper's Long Hearts Club Band movie
Oh,
with
God.
the Bee Gees.
Lordy.
I already said it like earlier before the stream started, but like Pink Floyd, like that's the only one I really know of.
The Wall or Dark Side of the Moon, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you, Ron? Anything comes to mind that you would just sit there and smoke to if you could, if you're able?
Probably the soundtrack for How High, to be honest. I'm normally not a rap guy myself, but I listen to a ton of tracks from like Cypress Hill,
Anything Snoop Dogg.
Method Man,
Oh,
Redman,
Cypress Hill. Didn't even
Snoop
think
Dogg
about
stuff.
them. Yeah, Cypress
Yeah,
Hill.
no, I've heard some
Fame
Cypress Hill
Membrane.
tracks.
Oh,
Hell
that
yes.
was my weed album. That was my weed album. That
Oh, dude.
Body Count by Ice-T.
Oh yeah.
Favorite song to be high listening to is fucking Insane in the Membrane. Fucking be high.
I think that's
listen to that.
everybody's. I think that's everybody's.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm kind of with you, Ronan, though. Like it's not a stoner soundtrack, but the Street Fighter soundtrack from the original movie in '94.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That soundtrack has a lot of rap, but it's music that I used to get high to all the time. So
Hey, even like Spawn, the Spawn live action.
Yeah,
and
some of the
The
tracks
Crow.
in Spawn are
can't you
fucking wild.
trip like I do? Filter.
Yes.
Hell, even the Crow soundtrack, you could get high listening
think
to it.
I have
Listening to the Crow soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
while getting high would be fucking amazing, honestly.
Well, I mean, hell, the Michael J. White fucking Spawn movie, fucking, you had 9 Inch Nails on that fucking that soundtrack.
Well, it had metal and rap. That's
Yep.
yeah. It's like, it's crazy because it's like you really could do anything. Like, let's be honest, I got high. I love the Highlander movie. Got a daughter named Tessa Noel.
Mhm.
I used to get high as fuck to A Kind of Magic by Queen.
Yeah.
So I mean, any album could be fit in that description, but I mean, Dazed and Confused just is the one that's a multitude of genres.
I think, like, if we're talking individual songs, though, one that really comes to my head, because I listen to this track a lot, like when I'm at the gym and whatnot. Incubus's "Pardon Me," like I'd listen to that while high. I would really like to listen to that.
It's subdued. I like the subdued of it. I agree with you there.
Oh, it would be good.
What's the one that everybody loves? No matter what tomorrow brings, I'll be there with open arms. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I remember. I know the song that's the one where they're doing the drawing and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's their first single.
That's
their
a really
first
good
single.
getting high song. So I mean, I agree with you with Incubus. God, individual songs. We did that. God, that's so many.
Yeah,
dude,
there's a lot of that come in my head too.
Saliva, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, that's a good one. I think that's too aggressive for being high, though. I'll be honest with you.
I'd probably start beating the shit out of somebody while being high. Listen to that.
Hit a pillow or a chair or something.
No. Here, from Spider-Man, Hero.
I could see that. I go back early. I'm Dire Straits, like Sultan of Swing.
Yes.
Do. Sorry, AP. I know you're being left out.
No, I'm thinking of it.
Dude, even go back further. That minute work. I'm from a land down under.
Oh yeah.
I never got out of that one.
Be high and drunk, and listen to Safety Dance. Be high and drunk and listen to the Safety Dance song. Now, I'll be truthful. So, Mike, one time, it was me, it was my future brother-in-law and stuff. We were watching, a bunch of friends. We were watching the Dune '84 movie.
Oh,
and we were drinking. We had moonshine and we had pot. And me's like at the time, that's when I was starting to, gig off a pot, and it wasn't really doing enough for me. I was drinking moonshine, and we were watching it, and my future brother took a toke. He's like, "That's a big goddamn worm." I'm like, "Just watch what it does." And it, had the worm like opens its mouth and turns its shit. He's like, "Damn, I wonder if you can fuck that." I'm like, "No, it probably would eat you."
We just found the one guy that started the trend of the new Dune movie in the popcorn bucket. We just found the guy who just started the trend.
Yeah.
Not him,
Before
his
the-
friend.
Before the Homies podcast, do not condone nor endorse the words or the actions of Phantom X's friend. No, actually, no. You know what?
Later on, we'll be thinking about the sandworm.
I know we said it already, but a movie that you could watch while high. I'd actually want to watch Dune high. And I'm not talking about the new ones. I'm talking about the old one.
Yeah,
that one. Yes.
What song do you think?
I prefer.
Hang on. Let AP throw the song out.
Oh, I don't have a song. I was just saying, like, on top of what Ronan said. Ice Pirates.
Okay. Ice Pirates while high.
That's technically could be a stoner movie. That could be a stoner movie.
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
Like anything that's a low budget movie, I think does better when you're high. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
What was you gonna say, Phantom?
Hell, I forgot now. You derailed my shit.
The old age. Old age gets to him.
Fuck all you.
Having said that, let's go right into our movie we watched. So, Nice Dreams, Cheech and Chong, 1981. Me and Phantom, actually, it's the year I was born. But me and Phantom had seen it before. Of course, these two hadn't. What did y'all think?
It was a fever dream. Okay.
That's a good joke.
Well, fever dreams is an understatement for it, I'd say. But I still have no idea what the hell happened to that one cop. What, he smoked the one weed and literally started turning into a friggin' iguana. But
that was the subplot of the movie. That was the subplot of the movie they never fucking answered. Why?
This weed, it has some crazy genetic effects to it. It's turning people into lizards, and it's like
not just people.
We never know what's going on now. We never know what's happening.
Yeah, not just people. The pigeon.
Pigeon too. You're right. The pigeon turned into a fucking lizard too. But just throw that aside. Cheech and Chong are trying to sell some weed, do some business. They meet friggin' Pee Wee Herman, get some money off of it. He gives them a check.
He's not Pee Wee Herman. He's the burger guy.
Sorry, the burger guy. Yes, you're right. The burger guy. Try and get their money back. They go to the Wacky Shack, and the last 30 minutes of that whole film
is
okay. It starts.
It really is like
okay. Oh my God!
AP? What did you think?
I mean, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it going into it. Honestly, I was kind of like, I had some reservation. I was like, I already saw the tags. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be interested in this and all that. I watched it. I was like, okay, this is actually kind of fun. Like, holy shit! Like the jokes were like, I was like, what? I'm like, I'm getting this joke. What? I'm getting it. What? And then well, and I again I mentioned the pigeon scene. Like you see that, like him, the
transforming, slowly transforming into the lizard.
You see the chief like blow the weed into the through the window, Peach. And you just and you see the pigeon just sitting there. And it's like, oh, something's gonna happen to that pigeon. And the next time you see the pigeon, it's just laid down. It's out like. And then the third time you see it, it is the freaking lizard. It becomes a lizard.
No, the third time it has a tail.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then the fourth time is the full lizard.
Yeah, and it's same with the police police chief. Is like by the end of it, he's on the wall, just like he's on the wall, just freaking like there. And it's like, okay, can you get off the wall, sir?
Well, I mean, like that's not even forgetting the part where he's like in the back of the car, like by the end of the film, literally, like just slant-eyed, tails hanging out of the back of the trunk and everything, like
Mr. Lizard, a monster. Would you care for a hamburger?
But no, honestly, the movie was actually really enjoyable. I mean, it's not a movie I will probably go around and sit down and watch again over and over again. But like, it is a movie I sat down once. I was like, okay, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and I mean, there were some things that I thought were a little excessive, but like overall, really fun movie to watch.
What do you think was excessive? What did you think was excessive?
I was gonna say like the amount of like sex scenes and all that, even though they weren't like full on revealing sex scenes, it was more like
like the titty reveals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Are you gay? Are you gay?
No.
You're looking the wrong way, Phantom.
Yeah, you are looking.
No, I'm looking at him on my. Are you gay?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I know
There we
he
go.
is. I know he is, but you're gay.
I know.
No, I was gonna say I appreciated a lot of the titty
here,
shots
man.
that were
No,
occurring
I
here.
mean it's nice to look at, but like it's just like I don't really like. I'm not interested in watching a movie just to see that. I'm like, if you want to watch that, there are websites for that shit.
I understand that.
I get it.
But back then there wasn't, dude.
No, fair.
Right.
Campia, he would not be able to handle the Barbarians movie. He wouldn't be able to. He would not be able to handle anything from fucking Roger Corman.
Yeah, no.
I mean, just remember
Even Conan.
Remember, the next movie we're watching is gonna have plenty of that stuff too.
I mean, I've seen a lot of movies like that. I it's not like a thing that like immediately shuts me off from the movie.
No,
I
we're
wish
just
it could be
messing
like
with
less.
you. Right. If I had to put a score for this film, I'd probably say 420 out of 10. No, but like I kind of like it for what it is. Like,
no, it's
again, like we were talking
4.20 out of 5.
Like we were talking about before. Like, if you wanted to watch a movie while high, I think this would be one of those movies where you would appreciate a lot more if you were high, 100%. Like, especially the last bit of it, yeah.
Okay, so you're giving it that. Phantom, you want to go next? You want me to go next?
You go, I'll go last because
Okay.
I have a lot to say about it.
So this movie is one of the not first ones, but it's one of the movies I watched constantly when I was high. It was hilarious from opening to end. I didn't expect some of the cameos in it because you had Michael Winslow, aka God, I forgot his name from the guy that does the voices in Police Academy. Jones, but I forget Jones. I just said it.
Yeah.
Jones from and he's made a cameo on this. Stacy Keach is the captain, and he's in this. Pee Wee Herman makes his. I think it's his. Did we figure out Phantom is his first appearance?
Second movie.
Second appearance. No, Night Streets was first. No, we did last.
Yeah, that's right. Night Streets. I was right.
So this is the first time.
First.
Oh,
yeah. Night Streets was the first time he appeared in a movie with Cheech Chong, and just it's funny because you hear him. He's Pee Wee Herman look. Different
it's
suit,
a pseudo Pee Wee Herman. It's pseudo.
But he's cussing. He's like, "You fucking cops, piece of shit, motherfucker!" And he's doing it in the Pee Wee voice. He's in the Pee Wee voice, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it's just so jarring that I remember when I was high, we were like rolling on the floor laughing.
Me.
And then the fucking what he's like, I'm sorry, I took the money. I'm sorry. The fucking psychiatrist gets him to say I'm sorry and admit he was wrong. And that's why he gets caught.
I'm not sorry.
That's why he gets caught. That's why the cops take him in because he says, "I did it. I'm sorry." And so they get taken into custody because he keeps saying he did it. He's sorry. So they take both them, and then, like I said, the Lizard Man was there, and just my balls itch. My balls. You think he's screaming to get out? You think he's screaming to get out of the nut house? He don't care about getting out of the nut house. He just wants somebody to scratch his balls.
Yeah.
So little things like that, and he like you get your fourth wall break around. He gets the zipper of the girl's dress to finally come off, and he's like, "Hey, what would you do?" He looks at the camera, is like, "Who would do it?" And he counts everybody who says they do it in the theater. And then he's like, "Who wouldn't do it?" Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Just the little quips and little jokes, like they still hit when you're sober, but they are so much funnier when you're high. That I still have nostalgia for this movie. I would say it's a 6 out of 10 movie.
Yeah.
But with my nostalgia, it goes up to 8.
Yeah. Campy. I feel like because like I don't smoke. I feel like I can't fully appreciate it as much as it was.
I
meant to be
completely
appreciated.
agree. I completely
I
agree.
agree.
I do not
I
appreciate
Well,
it as much
again,
as
that-
when
yeah.
I'm smoking.
Again, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like if you smoke the dime bag or something while watching this, you would definitely appreciate what they're doing with this. Funny as hell.
Oh, it is a good
Now-
movie. Like regardless, though, like
Right.
Now for me, it's like this movie brings back a lot of memories because I got to see this at the drive-in when I was a kid, and for me, I've always loved Cheech and Chong movies. You know, I had at one point I had pretty much all of them on DVD. For me, the whole aspect of the weed transforming people into fucking lizards was fucking hilarious as hell. Couldn't understand it.
Unexpected.
Didn't know why.
Unexpected as hell.
Unexpected. Now, the like the cameos and stuff was pretty cool, but seeing fucking Paul Rubens pseudo fucking Pee Wee Herman, and I got to watch this like after Big Top Pee Wee. I mean Pee Wee's Big Adventure and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen him before, and then go back and watch it. Watch Nice Dreams. Like, oh my god, this is where I remember him from. Was this movie right here,
Dude, Pee Wee Herman, the TV show Kid, and then to
Yeah.
see that after the fact, my
Yeah.
mind was fucking blown.
Yeah. Now, the one thing I totally
What the
forgot
hell,
about
man?
this movie, that this movie is a slow. It's literally a slow burn.
Well, it's
And-
incidents happen in
Yeah.
unison. It's incidents happen in unison.
and they
And-
build up. They get more.
But
crazy as they go.
I will admit, and that probably is the original thing. The Nice Dreams, the ice cream. It was like an ice cream bar, but it was a
Mhm.
thing, a thing of weed. I feel like
Mhm.
that's the catalyst for like we got now, like Jay and Silent or Kevin Smith's like weed decision that has like in packages and stuff. I feel like
Mhm.
that was the start of it.
But for me, I preferred this movie over Up in Smoke, their first movie. I prefer it more than that one because don't take me wrong, that movie is a cultural phenomenon. But that I don't like Up in Smoke more than Nice Dreams. Nice Dreams is always going to be my favorite out of It and Corkison Brothers are my two top Cheech and Chong movies of all time.
But that wasn't a weed one.
I know,
so
but
actually, funny enough, because I was looking a little bit more into like Cheech and Chong's career, Corkison Brothers more like a swashbuckling pirates kind of film.
Yes.
they were going for. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's really good. You need to give it a shot one day.
All right.
you know what, Campia, we gotta watch that one night. We gotta watch because I know these two will fucking love it. I know these two will fucking love it.
I think they would like it more than Nice Dreams, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Yes, these two have seen it already.
like another
I know. I was
like another one of their movies is Yellowbeard. Technically, they're only in it for like the last like quarter of the
minutes.
fucking movie. Yeah.
Mm.
But Cheech and Chong is probably one of the greatest comedy duos ever. I mean, literally, they're Canadian. They're not even fucking Mexican. They're fucking Canadian. Y'all didn't know that, did you? They're not Mexican.
Well, bring up the fact I told you.
Canadian?
Bring up the fact
What?
I told you about them not doing it on set.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
never.
yeah.
They never smoked on set after
Mhm.
after the movies when they smoked in between movies and shit. Their comedy acts they smoked off their. It's because they lost gigs when they were smoking when they were doing their comedy, and they're like, no, we're
Oh.
gonna do this movie. We're not gonna when
Yeah,
we go
We're
on
gonna do-
tour.
we're gonna
not
do it
smoke.
right.
In every
Right.
movie,
Yeah.
they've smoked
Okay.
cigarettes. They smoke they're doing like things, but they did not get high during any of their movies because they said they couldn't work that way. But you know,
Mhm.
after and before the movie, oh yeah, they were fucking toking up like hell.
Just
But,
blasting it.
The-
but during the
problem-
movies, they never did.
But the problem is like later on, Tommy Chung literally. That's one of the reasons why they stopped being together is because Tommy
He couldn't
Chung's
stop.
yeah, he couldn't stop. And Cheech Marin is like, he wanted to do other stuff. And you got to think, Cheech Marin
Well, he-
had a pretty phenomenal career after Cheech and Chong.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
started
yeah,
with,
no, he was-
Escape. What was it? East LA. What was the name of it?
He was in
Like-
East LA. He was in
Yeah.
Nash Bridges. He was
Yeah, around
in,
that time he was in Desperado too, playing as the bartender. Like he was doing a
Well,
bunch of other side
that
gigs
was
as
before
well, yeah.
they
Mhm.
split around
Oh.
like 87, something like that. 87. So it
Mhm.
was before that. But yeah, he did like Born in East LA. He
Mhm.
did a couple other movies where he was still playing like the the
Cheech
pseudo Mexican,
character.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he wasn't smoking, wasn't doing anything like that. And Tommy, he didn't do anything until, I mean, he did probably stuff, but like nothing notable until
That
that
70s show was his only thing, and then he went
was
to
his
prison
retirement.
for.
Yeah.
He went to prison for, was it
Is
tax
that why
evasion or
I didn't
something?
even know?
No,
I didn't remember
I
that.
I don't believe it was tax evasion because I read into this. He went to prison for 9 months and paid like $100,000 fine and no $10,000 fine and gave $120,000 in assets to the government because it was his, I think it was his dispensary business, and he made
Yeah.
that deal just so that way his wife and kid wouldn't go to prison. So he's the one that pleaded guilty for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, did
So
you guys
I-
see Cheech and Chong's last movie?
Yes.
How
No.
was
I've
it?
seen. Yeah,
I
last
haven't
movie was
seen
like.
the
The
documentary.
2024 one? The 2024 one?
Oh no!
They did a doc
Okay,
on
no.
it. It's a doc of their life and everything, and it actually
Okay,
tells
no, I haven't seen that.
their complete story.
Okay.
I want to see it because it came out last year on 420 last year. I wanted to see
Well,
it,
it
but
came
just
out
never got a chance to
2024.
watch
I
it.
thought you meant the animated movie.
Oh, I didn't know they did an animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't know that?
No, that I didn't know.
And-
actually.
You didn't know that?
And-
Listen to
and-
him.
I know. That's why I said it, dude.
the worst thing the worst thing Cheech and Chong was ever involved in was Call of Duty. When they were in Call of Duty,
Yeah.
Black Ops.
I don't know if you heard this last year. Yeah,
No.
last year, 2024, Call of Duty Warzone, I think it was, released
No,
the
it was
DLC.
multiplayer. It was multiplayer.
Yeah, Warzone, the multiplayer
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
They released the DLC pack of Cheech and Chong, and the two guys were actually in the game as operators, and they had a
Mhm.
bunch of like 420
So-
pot themed things for the
Why?
guns and
You
whatnot.
get shoot by the gun and you would turn into a fucking joint.
Did they release it on 420?
Yes.
Probably,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Then
Yes.
I could deal with that fact, but
No, the point
it
is
makes
like
no damn sense.
these two
Hey,
you would
AP,
think
can you bring stills of that up, pictures of that up, if you can find them?
like these two, you would think, okay, they're the
Got it.
free loving hippie types that grew up smoking weed and doing all this stuff, and they made the movies as well, all that things. You'd never expect them to, dare I say, sell out to a big fucking company to
Mhm.
sell their likenesses just to be shown in a fucking video game. I'm just saying, Seth Rogen, I can see him do it because the man fucking has no talent. That's why you see Seth Rogen in Call of Duty. But Cheech and Chong in a video game like this, I don't know, man.
Don't take me wrong. They
What
they
the
look
fuck?
they look terrible, and they did the voices. They did the
Cheech looks real bad, I would say. God.
yeah.
It's money grab. I mean,
Dude.
let's be honest though. Like with after
The
National
guns.
Bridges, Cheech ain't really been doing a lot of movies, and neither Tommy Chong with his 70s show. So
Mhm.
I kind of understand it because I mean they're at a certain age where it's like what they got left except their likeness.
No, I mean fair, but like I know both of them still got like some of their dispensary business going on. They sell a bunch of
Oh,
like
still
shit.
making
that's
money.
like
They
weed,
have
so
the Cheech and
you
Chong.
make
they're
money
doing
that
comedy
way.
again. They're doing comedy again. I mean, they literally like they took a year and filmed that doc on them, their last movie, and they literally were doing like comedy clubs and shit, like going back to their old roots and shit. So we try and pull up AP.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, I was pulling up a picture of the.
It's just a picture of
Call Duty
the
post.
yeah.
Yeah, but the gun, dude, I hate it when they brought them in because you get shot by one of their guns and you just turn up to a big giant joint and fall on the damn ground. I fucking hated it.
Well,
Were they
before
trying to like do like a play on like the concept of turning to lizards, but instead of lizards, you're actually turning to a joint? Like was
No,
that what
I
the
mean-
attempt was?
Yes, maybe.
No,
but I
it
don't-
was it was the hemp gun. It was a hemp gun.
yeah.
Literally turned you into weed. And you'd be lit up. It was a joint, and they had like a bunch of like different guns that they skins. That was a bong gun that you could light up and smoke. It was fucking retarded, dude.
The
It was
only
retarded.
only time I found a human size joint to be hilarious was Scary Movie 2 when Shorty
Yep.
got rolled up by the plant leaf. That was the only time I would find that kind of shit funny.
Oh shit!
Agreed.
Well, we were talking about like Phantom. Give your final
Oh yeah,
thing of nice dreams.
For me, nostalgia wise, it's gonna be a 9 out of 10. But
Eh,
it's a 10
Alright.
out of 10 high, 9 out of 10 not high.
Okay. And before we move on to the next question, which does involve Cheech and Chong, for anybody wondering, the original thumbnail was going to be this. Go ahead, AP. And I don't know. I had to put Ronan on Pee Wee Herman, and AP's always on the woman, so it makes sense.
Okay, I'm just gonna have one thing to say. You put my ugly mug on too hot of a woman.
Can I say what?
No
Yeah,
comment.
I would prefer this one better than the one we have, because the one we have, I have a double fucking chin.
Yeah, I know. I fixed it that way. It gave you a skinny face, and then I did a different picture, did a fat face. I saved the fat face.
Okay.
That was on purpose. Having said that, we're gonna go on, and I'm gonna ask you this question.
Fuck you,
Since we're
Bola.
talking about Cheech and Chong, who out of all the movies you've thought of would you rather smoke with? Like, we brought up Cheech and Chong, we got Harold and Kumar, you've got the guys from How High, Red Man and Meth Man.
Red
I forgot
Man,
their
Meth
names.
Man,
I forgot
yeah.
their names in the movie though.
Oh,
Them
yeah.
you have Shorty from Scary Movie. I mean, like who would be your smoking buddy? Either groups or to them.
If you could do a group, me would be Cheech and Chong and fucking God, the ones from Clerks.
I mean, good
Oh, Jay
choice,
Silent
but-
Bob. Jay Silent Bob.
Yeah, Jay and Silent Bob and fucking Cheech and Chong. Could you imagine a movie with those four in it? That would be a fucking dope ass
Ooh.
movie, dude.
That'd be awesome.
That
Yeah,
would
Cheech
be a
and
trip.
Jay just fucking everybody up,
So-
and Bob
Yeah.
and Tommy just like these fucking kids.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Phantom stole my answer with Jay and Silent Bob. But since I
You can
did
still use it.
remember,
You
no,
can still
I
use
could, but yeah, I could, but I think now that I think about it, it would be funny to try and smoke some weed with Jamal and Silas. So I just remembered the names. Those are the
Okay,
characters
Jamal
for
and Silas.
Method
Okay,
Man and
okay,
Red
yeah,
Man
yeah,
from How High. Like, imagine going to an
Well,
Ivy League school. Oh.
The thing is, we got that sort of. We got Jay and Silent Bob and Method Man and Red Man in the reboot.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I hadn't seen the reboot yet,
The
so I didn't
reboot
know
has
that that was
they
happening.
They have a scene where Jay and Silent Bob got too high, and they meet up with Method Man and Red Man in a dream.
Oh man!
So I ain't gonna tell you no more about it, but they meet
Okay.
them in that.
But
So
it'd be
you-
funny as hell to try and smoke with them, especially that weed that they grow. That's that they got has the ashes of their dead buddy,
Yeah.
which then lets them like basically talk to him and get all the
Which
answers.
is an
'cause
Easter
Bro's in
egg
heaven.
from Nice Dreams. It's an Easter egg from Nice
yeah, I
Dreams. 'cause
realized
Tommy
that just now.
Brown said that he wanted to be rolled up and smoked by his friends. So it's an Easter egg.
Oh,
Yes, he
okay.
did.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that that's what it was. Okay,
Yep.
okay. That's funny as hell. I
And-
must have missed that line.
AP, our non-smoking or anything guy, what would you if you did smoke, who do you think would be the most fun to smoke with? Would it be the guy? Would it be Smokey? Would you be sitting there fucking Friday smoking with Smokey?
Honestly, probably. Although to be fair, like they get some wild shenanigans in that movie. So
To be fair,
Just a quick off-topic kind of thing though, AP. But I don't know if you saw this. Did you see Ice Cube's son and Chris Tucker's son? Like they
I
reenact
just saw
this
that
scene
yesterday.
from-
I just saw that yesterday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that yesterday. So
we're talking
for anyone
about
that
doing a new one.
no, but for anyone that doesn't know, basically O'Shea Jackson Jr. and God, what's his son's name? I forgot what it was, but Chris Tucker's son, like they actually got together and did like a little reenactment of recreation of Friday.
Really, you'll have to
And
find
they
that
had-
for me.
Yeah, but it's really funny because they do a really good job replicating their respective fathers' roles. And Terry Crews is the one that comes back playing as
Dude.
The big guy. I
yeah,
forget
the
his
big
name.
guys get Debo. Yeah.
Ronan.
Oh, well, he's
Yeah.
playing
Chris-
Debo.
Chris-
He was in the third one.
Chris's
was in the third
son
one, but
sounds
he's-
so much like him.
Yes, that's the other
Like
thing too.
holy shit.
But Terry Crews is the one playing Debo instead of Tiny I forgot what the
Tiny
actor's
Zeus
name was.
Lister.
Tiny Zeus Lister, yeah.
I just remember a movie I watched high. Alice in Wonderland, the Disney cartoon movie.
Oh, okay.
That would be kind
I
of tricky.
just remembered about that. I'm like, I was like going through my head, like, what movies did I see? I'm like, I'm like, oh yeah, I watched fucking Alice in Wonderland, but the Disney fucking movie, high as a fucking kite.
Jesus. For me, and you'll laugh at this, I didn't bring it up either. Bill and Ted.
Yeah, same here.
Woke up
Yeah,
with Bill
yeah,
and
Same
Ted.
here.
I didn't even
Same
think
here.
of Bill and Ted.
Whoa! I'd be the third guy with whoa!
Excellent.
But I think Bill and Ted would be my answer. Like, I maybe not going to the phone booth with them, but just being there, like taking care of, I guess, who's coming
Oh
out.
fuck, go in the phone booth. Fuck that. Go on the adventure. Hell yeah. Fuck that shit. That'd be fun.
So I'm sending 2 links in the private chat. If anything, I suppose I could share, or if you guys want to open it up, or I'll share it. First one actually shows an image of
Well, AP's
O'Shea
producer.
Jackson Jr. and Destin Tucker is the son's name. Like
I'm waiting
that's
for
the 2 of them basically reenacting a little bit
Private
of
chat.
Friday.
Holy crap! Here, I'll save the image and put it in here.
Okay, that works too.
I'm getting it right now.
Oh, okay. That is crazy how much they look alike. Jesus.
I know, right? Look at this. Look at this. It's like it's pretty much like they never aged, dude. Seriously.
Dude,
It's so
zoom
close.
into it.
if
It
if
is.
their kids could do a Friday movie,
There you go.
their kids could do a Friday movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro.
I'd be down for that.
And even Destin Tucker too sounds pretty much the same like his dad. It's great. Oh man.
Well, I mean, after his performance in the NWA movie where he literally played his father,
Play that, yeah.
I'm down because he's a good actor.
Yeah.
No,
He's
he's
a pretty
great,
damn
bro.
good actor. Yeah.
And just obligatory Godzilla reference. Him and King of the Monsters. I
Yep.
kind of like this performance in that too. I like
Oh,
that.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He plays one of the
Who
soldiers.
do you play? Really?
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
one of the soldiers that's following along with the other humans. Uh-huh.
Yep.
That human part
I'll
of
have
the
to
movie. I'm
rewatch it
out.
to look for him.
Human part of the movie. I'm out.
AP, he's the only black man on the planet in the movie.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want me to pull up the 3-minute clip or just
No.
not?
No.
Yeah, we don't
need
need to
it.
do it.
No.
Yeah,
Um,
I was like,
yeah, if you want to link it like in the thing or something, we can do that.
It's already
later.
in. It's already in the.
Okay.
oh, okay, there you go.
So
link.
I don't know. Did we go into what movies do you watch? Did you watch High when you realized they were terrible, or secretly genius? Is there any like that you watched High and you thought
Up
it
in
was
smoke.
great, but
Up in
okay, so Up in
smoke.
Smoke for you?
Up in
No,
smoke.
so for me it was 2001, like I mentioned earlier. But yeah, 2001 would be an interesting one to do that. I'd probably find it super profound, but like when I watched it sober, it's I don't know. It was hard for me to really like pick up on it.
Well, Phantom brought up one that I thought too. Like I didn't watch it High, but I think it would be, and that's Your Highness. Like he's right on that. Like because
I
just
watched
because
it
Danny
High.
McBride-
I watched it High. So yeah, I can say that movie is fucking awesome, and it's both.
But
and
I
it's
think it's
a genius movie.
I don't think it's a high movie because it's they do get high. He does get high in it, but I consider it more that type of humor because it was made by the people that did Pineapple Express. I think people do consider this a high movie, but for me it wasn't. And then there's others like Paul being one.
Paul's a good one. Like I mean, I've never watched anything High, but like Paul's a good movie in general. Like it's fun. I will say, like, have you guys like Harry and the Hendersons, the movie?
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's cheesy as it could be, but I love it.
Yeah,
I
do you think that
watched
could
it.
be
I watched it as high and sober, and I think it's funnier sober than high, to be honest with you, because you get more of the jokes. Whereas when you're smoking up, you kind of like are focused on other things. So it's like if you're not paying attention, movies where you've got to pay attention, not good to watch high.
fair point?
Damn. That's
Okay,
true.
Fair point.
I gotta ask this then because I haven't seen this movie, but I've always kind of been interested in watching it. Who here's seen Meet the Applegates?
Oh,
Okay, what's your personal opinion on it on like watching it sober or high? Because Just the premise of it alone. I'm like wondering.
I never watched it high. I watched it sober, but I'll be honest with you, you're right. I think if you were high, it would fuck with your brain because they're humans who are they're alien
Alien
mantis?
praying
Was it
mantises, yeah.
They were
Mhm.
mantis, and they turn into humans, and they eat like their neighbors and everybody around them, and they're just trying to have a normal life. But it's just the weirdest fucking movie. Put them in cocoons and things like that.
Right.
I think if you were high, it would mess with your brain more. I mean, I think it's better to watch sober.
Can't be a good
He's
movie to
Applegate,
watch
oh
while
my
you're
God.
high. Naked Lunch. Naked
Ooh.
Lunch high.
Okay, well, that's no. You're not just watching it high. I think you got the joint rolled up with some MJ and a little bit of like either angel dust or PCP, maybe a nice mixture of acid, and then you watch Naked Lunch.
Well, Phantom also said it earlier. Fucking Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that too.
He said that in the green.
You
He
know,
said that in
another
the.
one?
He said that in the
Green room.
screen.
Green
Hey.
screen, yeah.
Green room.
Hey, another one. Baron Munchausen. High.
Oh Lord, no.
Baron Munchausen.
I
High
don't
because
know.
of all the CGI and shit in that fucking movie.
Oh, you're right.
The special effects.
I
Now,
watched.
one movie you don't watch high. You don't want to watch Jaws 3 because the 3D the movie's so shit. That'll kill your butt.
I don't know. I did watch
just
that
for that.
high,
I
and
probably
laughed
would.
my ass off. I laughed my ass off because when I was high. The one I also watched high, and it movie is a horrible fucking movie, and I think y'all have seen it because you watched it in the GCA. But Brazil. Brazil is a shitty ass movie, but you watch it high.
It's good high.
Mesmerizing.
It's good high.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Pan's Labyrinth was another one. Pan's Labyrinth, watching that high will trip you the fuck out.
Yeah.
But let's go into the list of movies and see where go ahead with the wiki list. We got time.
All right.
So we looked up 2 lists. We had one that was just on Rotten Tomatoes, and we had one with Wiki, but the Wiki had the more straight out views. And as you see there, you got Reefer Madness, which was 36, right after Jewel Robbery. Know nothing about Jewel Robbery. Phantom, have you ever heard of that?
Never
Oh,
seen
well,
it.
you were like 20 then, 30.
20,000.
But like in the 60s, like you look at her 60s and 70s, scrolling down to like you see 81 at the bottom down there. It's crazy how really there was not really many stoner movies after Woodstock.
Interesting. Like, they even put Fritz the Cat on the list as well too.
Yeah. And if you look, scroll down a little bit, Ebola.
Atomic.
Wow.
The damn atomic. It's the atomic. Scrolling down, and you see, look here, it cracks me up because Up in Smoke 78. After that, Cheech and Chong 80, Cheech and Chong 81, Cheech and Chong. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but Cheech and Chong 82, Cheech and Chong 83. They made 4 movies in 4 years, and I think at that point that was unprecedented for somebody like making pot smoking movies.
But they were making money off that. Those movies were banking.
Oh, so much money, much money.
But again, I'm a little confused because like Fast Times as at Ridgemont High, that's one that I would more like quantify in the same category with like Superbad, where it's a raunchy teen comedy. You know what I mean? I don't know how much smoking they're doing in it. Oh, okay, fine.
Sean Penn being high is why they do that.
That's
like the main character is high through the whole movie, and he's just kind of like, he really is not the main character, but he's the catalyst for everything, and so that's why I think they consider that a stoner movie.
Okay, no, that's true. That's true.
And then, like you see, 90s really picked up. Dazed and Confused, honestly, I think is the best stoner movie ever made.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I agree.
PCU, Stoned Age.
PCU, you know what? Doesn't get enough love. PCU doesn't get enough love because that's a Jeremy. One more down.
Right there. PCU.
Freaking not Jeremy Irons. God dang. Jeremy Piven. Jeremy Piven.
Oh, Jeremy Piven's great.
And it's like it's a comedy, a stoner comedy about in college, and they're just trying to pretty much keep their frat open, and all they do is smoke weed, and they've got geniuses. They got people from all over. It's like if you smoke weed, this is your frat basically, and everybody's smart, stupid, mechanically inclined, different thesis and stuff.
Wait. So they're trying to keep their frat house open so the college doesn't close it, and Jeremy Piven's in it.
Jeremy
That's kind of
Piven's the main
ironic
guy.
because
Yeah.
that's kind of ironic because old school, he's now trying to shut down a frat
Yep,
house.
and they comment on that in old
So-
school too.
That's funny.
So the guys that go to this fraternity are just basically Ebola, huh?
Different forms of Ebola.
Well, actually, no. Just kind of bring it back to the one question we had before: is like why stoner comedies blew up in like the 80s and the 90s more. I think one of the things, and I know, Phantom, you mentioned your opinion on it. I think my opinion would be that around this time you had movies like Half Baked and Friday and How High a little later onwards, like
Yep.
around 2001. I think black culture kind of helped play into it because marijuana
it
was starting to
did.
get pretty big and prolific in the black community around this time too. Sure, it was, yes, it was being smoked a lot by the black community beforehand, but around the 90s, you saw this big explosion of black culture occurring with all
Well-
these different films.
Well, also,
Yeah, black
also
culture, but
you-
also go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
also you have to look at like in the 80s, you had more movies based off like on cocaine, like fucking Scarface,
Scarface,
and,
yeah.
and movies like that. So like heavier drugs like crack and like cocaine were like the 80s drug movies, right? But
Yeah, of
then
course.
but then like, hey, people were like, hey man, weed's a little bit healthier. People start doing it more.
People are not dying from it.
and-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so they were like, okay, what'd you rather do? Movies about weed or movies about cocaine? Cocaine and stuff's killing them, but the weed is more, you get a laugh out of it. We probably can make money off of it.
Exactly.
And yeah, Dave Chappelle, he was one of the catalysts for the 90s. But like, I want to say this, and Phantom agrees with me. Fuck Biodome.
Yes.
Fuck that movie. I hate Pauly Shore in that movie. I don't dislike Pauly Shore. I like Son-in-Law, but fuck Biodome, the worst fucking movie I consider ever made.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised you were gonna
Ever made?
And thank God, the same year we got "Don't Be a Menace to South Central" while drinking your juice in the hood.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
true.
this. The movie had a good premise, but fucking terrible. They just put Pauly Shore in everything back then.
Well,
He was like Pedro Pascal of his time.
him
Literally, he
and
was.
Stephen Baldwin. Him and Stephen Baldwin just
Yeah.
had no fucking chemistry, man.
Hey, look, you know what? Fuck all y'all. I'll still defend in the army now. I don't give a shit. Okay, with Pauly
I
Shore and
hated that
Andy
one.
Dick,
I hated
like
that one.
I still love that one.
The only good
It's the
Pauly
least-
Shore movie. There's only
It's
two:
Son-in-Law.
Son-in-Law,
Mhm.
and Encino Man are his
Yeah,
two best
yeah.
movies he's ever
But
been.
he's
Yeah,
not the main
Encino
character in
Man's
Encino
fun, yeah.
Man. He's not
Right.
the main character in Encino Man.
Mhm.
Big Lebowski, I consider it more an alcohol than a weed one, but I mean, it did have weed elements in it.
Well, I mean, the dude looked like he was high 24/7.
Well, he was drunk. He was drinking the
Yeah.
White Russians.
Right.
Yeah.
Fear and Loathing.
That's more
Fear and
other than
Loathing-
That's
cocaine.
everything.
Fear and
That's-
Loathing's
no,
got
that's
everything in it.
Yeah.
Because these dudes are tripping balls in just about everything that they're
Yeah,
taking.
Fear
in.
and Loathing is a drug movie, not a weed
Yes.
movie.
Yeah.
And then Half Baked. Half Baked is one of the greatest ones. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're
Who's
cool. Fuck
who's-
you. I'm out.
I'm out.
I got a question. Whose fucking phone is going off?
See, I heard that too.
Mine.
Okay.
My phone's
Okay.
muted. Don't worry.
Mine is too. But then you hear Soda Pop.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I love
Another
that
good
movie.
one. Another good stoner
Love that
movie right
movie.
there as well too.
Yeah, Jay and
Uh,
Silent Bob movies were definitely freaking great ones.
Just above it, you got How High as well, which is just friggin' hilarious. I absolutely love that movie.
I'll be honest with you. I prefer their standalone movies than the Clerks movies. Don't think I
Really?
like the Clerks movies, but it's always going to be Jay and Silent Bob for me. Dogma, their two movies, the little animated stuff
Well,
they did.
three
with
actually.
them.
There's three now.
Yeah.
And Super
It's like-
Troopers. I hadn't thought about it, but
It's
it actually kind of
it is
is.
so a weed
because-
movie.
Yeah, it's a
One of the
weird
driving
movie.
factors. One of the driving factors is what is it? The truck driver Gallicanokis. He's carrying around a bunch of weed in the back, hidden behind soap. So there you go. That's a driving
Nah.
force.
The kid in the car. Dude, I'm freaking out right now.
You are freaking out.
Wait.
man.
This is considered a freaking
Oh,
Yes.
no. Leprechaun, Back in the Hood, and Back in the Hood 2. Both
That's
those
definitely
were
weed.
weed.
I
A friend
see
with
it.
weed is a friend indeed. And fucking Warwick Davis smokes weed on the damn. I don't know if he did it in real life, but he fucking
Yeah.
did it on set. He did it. You see the little
Yeah.
leprechaun hitting the fucking joint. It is hilarious. The first one is hilarious. I've not seen the second one, I don't think. But the first one with freaking Coolio is hilarious.
I
Yeah.
did not know that was considered a freaking stoner movie.
No, that's Leprechaun Back to the Hood. It's not. It's Leprechaun 4 and 5.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's just the second Back to the Hood Leprechaun movie. There's 1, 2, 3, Back to the Hood, and then Back to the Hood.
I
Mhm.
think it's Leprechaun in the Hood and then Back to the Hood.
Or,
I believe
yeah,
that's
maybe
what it
something
is.
like that. Yeah, but it's like it's
Mhm.
4 and 5.
Mhm.
Scary movie, of course. Scary movie is Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. Like
Yep.
everybody, if you were stoner in 2004, that was your movie. So Plain,
Mhm.
I'll defend as a funny movie. It's one of those that I think I enjoy more sober than I do high.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
same
probably say the same thing. Yeah.
Without a fact. Oh, they did make another. Okay, so they made a
I
musical.
told you. Movie musical of Reefer Madness.
Okay, I didn't know
Mhm.
they did a musical of it. Clerks 2, definitely a stoner comedy, especially with the Donkey Show. Grandma's Boy, another fucking classic one.
Grandma
Like if
Boy
you
is
haven't, if you've
hilarious.
not seen Grandma Boy, that's the weed movie for you. Van Wilder, of course, Van Wilder. I didn't watch the Taj one, but I watched the first one. And then later on, you like they say like from 2007 on, if you scroll on through, it's like a lot of those. I feel like Pineapple Express. You had basically the Seth Rogen era of weed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
before then, you had Knocked Up, which was kind of one of the starting ones.
Still,
there
that's
too.
his movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's Seth Rogen in it. And I think Seth Rogen is the later 2000s version of not Cheech and Chong, but like bringing the weed to the masses kind of thing.
Right.
And
right.
like I used to get high when his first movie first coming out, and I'm one of those people. I thought his life was hilarious, and then when I got sober, I'm like, God dang, it's annoying. And then like these later ones, I guess I'm just not that point anymore. With the exception of Ted, I don't think I've seen any of these other movies after that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't either.
I have heard of them though, especially Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong. I've heard about this one. I haven't seen it, but
That
that's
one I've
fucking
seen.
wild
We
sound.
haven't
That one
title.
I have seen because it's on Tubi because they have
This one?
on
No,
on Tubi.
Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong. It's
Okay.
upwards. Earlier, it's 2013. But yeah,
What
that
the
one.
hell?
Yeah, Gary Busey. Gary Busey
Yep.
is the gingerbread man.
Yep.
Wow.
And there's like one of them's got
That's
Tommy
wild.
Chong in it. Tommy Chong's in one of the movies too.
Ted 2.
Ted 1 and 2, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I prefer the second one over the first one, just because I think Amanda Siegfried is a better foil to them than
Mila Kunis was.
than Mila Kunis was,
This is
okay.
considered a freaking.
because of Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
The thing
Because of
is,
Seth Rogen, do you
it-
classify
it's
Mario
literally
as a freaking?
sex with it's
And
sex
Clerks
with
3 is not.
food.
Clerks 3 is not a weed movie, but they put it there because it's Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Yeah.
Get kind of that thing because like what was it? I know I've talked to you guys about it Friday night, but like anytime you hear Cheech and Chong, you always immediately associate it to like weed. So it'd be like the same thing with even Jay and Silent Bob. And again, I know that they did movies that weren't, solely weed or 420 or marijuana movies, but like anytime you hear these two, the first thing that comes to your head is going to be weed.
You
all
shut your
that.
fucking
That's
mouth, namesake. You shut your fucking mouth.
namesake.
Hey, don't make us get grok and roast you again like last night.
So I was that's what I was gonna say is like so we can take the list away. So I got one final question, and then we're gonna do a little something here, and Phantom's gonna giggle because it's cracked this up too last night.
Oh,
So
boy.
last question is, if you could live in any stoner movie world, which would it be?
Oh, that's easy. That's gonna be Nice Dreams. Nice Dreams.
Yeah,
Fucking-
how high for me?
What
I'm
about
not
you?
sure if
Like,
I have an
if
answer.
you
cops
had
I'm
to
not
pick a
sure if I
world,
have.
It-
Yeah, I'm
because
not
the
sure if I have
cops
an
are-
answer.
The cops are because the cops are fucking retards and there's fucking hot chicks every fucking where on the beach naked and shit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah,
For
no, I'm
me,
not sure
I
if
think-
I have
I
an
think-
answer though.
I
Because
think
like
Idiocracy,
Idiocracy, really?
because I would be able to rule that world.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, okay, that's
Oh,
fair.
hell.
That's fair.
Can't be even as dumb as I am. I could be right there and rule it fucking too. Shit. Fucking as
Well, I
dumb
mean, that
as
was kind
I
of the
am.
plot, though. That was kind of the plot of the freaking movie. Was the dumbest guy. But no,
Oh, man.
yeah, I don't have an answer though. Like, I don't really know which movie. I mean, it's easy to say Friday because like that's the only one I remember really seeing. So, but like they get to so many fights in that movie. I'm like,
I'm gonna say you're probably the only white boy kind of wandering around in that neighborhood. Oh man.
I mean, I've lived in places like that before, but like,
Okay, I'm working
no,
on. Okay, let's see. Let me share my screen.
oh, here we go.
Yeah, explain what you're doing, can't you?
Okay, so what happened was basically we last night was talking to Jeff up north, and it was they was talking to Grok during their show, and it was basically showing they're roasting them on their page. So we talked to Grok last night and asked it to roast us.
Oh
And
no.
let me find the page.
Grok, is this true?
I can tell you.
Hell yeah, it is.
I can tell you. Out of all of them, it only got one correct. It only got one correct. But I'm gonna say who.
So I'm gonna go off screen for a second.
No,
y'all can laugh. Y'all can laugh at
was it me?
There's my week.
Nice.
It's like, okay, I asked it to roast Phantom X from For the Homies on YouTube.
Pull it up, Atomic.
Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see as well. Is that good on the screen? Okay, good. So, buckle up. Here's a proper roast for Phantom X from For the Homies crew. Phantom X, the man, the myth, the mid-tier co-host who somehow turned For the Homies into the For the Homies and whoever's still watching after 20 minutes of ranting. Bro out here calling himself Phantom X like he's a mysterious anti-hero of the group chat, but we all know he's just the guy who shows up to the podcast 15 minutes late with a monster and an opinion nobody asked for. Phantom implies stealth and cool factor, but brother, the only thing Phantom about you is how you disappear from relevance the second the video ends. You're co-hosting a channel literally named For the Homies, yet half the energy goes into arguing with the quartering comment section and flagging drama like it's your full-time job. Bro, the homies are begging you to touch grass, not flags. Your link tree probably has more broken dreams than actual links, and your Discord is just a support group for people who thought Phantom X rants would be entertaining instead of whatever Sleepy Godzilla takes and mid-game commentaries that is.
No,
damn.
It's missing the meat.
Oh wait, it ain't done. It ain't done.
Hold on.
Face it, Phantom. You're not stealing hearts like an actual Persona 5 Phantom thieves. You're stealing the homies' time with 40-minute videos that could have been a 3-minute TikTok. The X in your name doesn't stand for extreme or edgy. It stands for extra mid or extra forgettable. Keep grinding though, King. The homies still love you. In that we tolerate you because the group chat would be quiet without you, without your unhinged energy kind of way.
Ow.
Got any specific clips or moments you want me to roast? Oh, no. I can go deeper. Okay, you're about to go deeper. Roast.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna do me since last night it was mad at me.
Yeah, but this is different from the one we got last night though. The first time.
Okay, let's see what it says about me.
Oh.
Wait,
I think it's.
You broke it.
Oh, apparently I did. Start talking, y'all.
Oh shit.
Blah 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 na na na.
No, honestly though, like dude, I remember when you guys read the one where it roasted me right after, like right before I joined the Discord, the call, and then I joined in, and you guys like, oh, it's fucking perfect timing. I was like, God damn.
Oh shit, that's terrible.
I joined in and immediately get roasted for like a minute straight. I'm like, well, okay.
I think I did break it. It won't let me go no further.
I think it might have what's the word I'm looking for? The response stuff might have actually limited, yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's less of a limit if what's the word I'm looking for? There's less of a limit if you like have your account logged in and everything like premium. That, but it's whatever. Well, premium's gonna give you a bunch more like.
Well, on mine, I was doing on mine, and it's cut me off for 6 hours, so it said I've used too many.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
see.
wow, he broke
We
it.
could, you could
broke
find them through. Oh wait, hang
There we go.
on. I think we got something here.
Okay, all right, bucket up, homies. Time to roast MKBU fan, the dedicated foot soldier of the For the Homies 288, straight to the shadow realm. Bro, your YouTube channel has 3 subscribers and 0 videos. That's not a channel, that's a digital participation trophy. You're out here calling yourself MKBU fan like you're the #1 stan of some underground rapper. But even your own content is ghosting you harder than a bad Tinder date. You're the guy who shows up on every For the Homies podcast, drink up, pregame, and random gaming stream just to say, I'm the sugar honey iced tea memer, and then proceed to contribute approximately 3 awkward chuckles and 1 confused Legend has it, homies only keep you around because someone has to be the designated what he said guy in the background. You review movies like Groundhog Day by saying, I don't know if I would, and trail off like your brain blue screen mid-sentence. My guy, even Bill Murray got tired of repeating the same day. Imagine how exhausting the chat feels every time you type in all caps. Your Twitter bio says, I'm a meat popsicle, pronoun Smoky Bandit. Bro, really out here identifying as a frozen snack from Demolition Man. And that's not Demolition Man.
No, it's
that's
Element. What the fuck?
That's, and 2 cartoon dogs. That's not a personality. That's a cry for help wrapped in a 90s reference nobody asked for. You're the ultimate background NPC of the geek podcast scene. Always present, never the main quest, just there dropping the occasional still not big enough, LOL. Like it's a profound wisdom. The only thing you're successfully farmed in life is a guest appearance and ginger snickerdoodles from people who feel bad for you.
That's a good one.
Keep grinding that 3 subscriber empire, King. One day you'll hit 4, and on that glorious day, the homies might promote you from that one dude to the one dude who still has no videos. For the homies, mostly for the pity views. Go drop a sub on his empty channel just to watch him get excited, you animals.
I like the one from last night.
Good.
The one from last night, swear because it kept on saying meat sickle the whole fucking rest of the time.
Like literally, I roasted Phantom, then I roasted
meat
me.
popsicle.
And then it said literally after everyone had said the meat popsicle probably likes this chat already. The meat popsicle, every one of them was saying that.
Oh man,
oh shit, that's funny.
Oh
yeah, no, see, no, it's a limit because you're not signed in. That's the only issue is why. But
well, you know what? Next week we'll do y'all too.
Okay.
That's crazy. But it was funny. It was basically like it was roasting the crap out of all of us. And Jeff brought that forward, and it was just perfectly funny.
That's great.
But
this guy
fucking started. Yep.
I guess
that's our show. Yeah. So whatever you want to finish out.
All right, so let's do outros. Ronan, what you got going on other than rage quitting?
Well, fortunately, I did not rage quit yesterday during our gaming with the homie stream. So fuck all y'all.
Because it wasn't last every time I was.
But anyways, last night on my own channel, now that I'm back to streaming again, I switched from Streamlabs to OBS. Finally beat the OG Fallout, killed the master, stopped the mutants. Everybody died in the end, though, because for some reason the game's kind of bugged when it comes to the endings. So you always get stuck with the bad endings, but whatever. I'll at least say this. I killed the Overseer myself because that guy, piece of shit, kicked me out of the vault after saving all their lives. So fuck him. But anyways, tomorrow you can catch me on Isaac's channel for the homies. I'm sorry, not for the homies. Golden Age podcast. Or as we like to say,
for the homies, Golden Tea podcast.
For the Golden Shower podcast. But yeah, we talk politics over there, talk some pop culture, probably more pop culture because it's starting to get real black pilly out there with government nowadays. But anyways, you can catch me on my channel for maybe Tuesday and Thursday. I'm just trying to figure out the schedule ever since my work's been changing the hours now. So trying to figure out good days when I can stream. Still playing through Expedition 33 and Resident Evil 9. Just trying to get those done now. I'm going to focus on those now that I beat Fallout. And as usual, you can find me right here with this link tree where I got all my different links. I got a YouTube, which is Ronan the Crusader. I got a Kick, which is Ronan the Crusader. And I got an X, which is Ronan _Crusader 7. A little different there. And that's about it. Yeah. that's pretty much it. One more
Yeah.
thing, two more things. Buy the merch and go watch these guys on Thursday because they got a special guest coming.
Other way.
Yeah.
And,
Yes
and,
way.
Anyways, go ahead.
we also found out from Comics Dad you're a closeted furry, so yeah, we
That
found
is-
that out too.
Care
This
to comment
is-
on that?
This is still slander. This is
He's
all bullshit.
one of us. One of us. One of us.
Get the fuck out of here, you little shit.
Atomic, what you got going on?
Yeah, you can find me on my YouTube channel where I upload Monday through Fridays, where I just talk about pop culture and current day events. And you can also find me on X, where I offend people quite a lot. And you can also find me on Critic List, where I do a lot of movie reviews. And you can also find me on Kick, where I still do nothing. But one more thing, we have a bunch of merch. Obviously, we have the Don't Be Gay Phantom, our bestseller, the Don't Be Gay Campia shirt. We have the It's AP's Fault, the What Did I Do, and many more shirts that I recommend go and check out if you guys are interested. And yeah, I mean, we got the Ebola Vote one too. So if you guys are down, we got these link in the description. And yeah, I mean, these are always available for you. So buy the merch.
Campia, what you got going on?
Hi, I am M. Campu fan. I'm the sugar. Wait a minute. I'm the sugar honey iced tea memer of the For the Homies and the GCA. Not the shit meme king though. He's right up here. You can find me on X. You can find me on Critic List. I'm mostly only on there. I do not post on my own page, so don't subscribe to it. Subscribe to here to For the Homies, where we'll be posting more videos. I'm actually working on a video that I'm going to post later today before WrestleMania. I'm going to post my video of WrestleMania, not WrestleMania 42, not one, and then later on tonight, Phantom and me are going to be in the Discord watching WrestleMania 42, not 2. Jesus Christ. WrestleMania 42, not 2, will be tonight. And if you're interested, if you want to watch, if you like wrestling, come on in the Discord and join us in movie night. And you can join watches with us. And we just have a fun time watching wrestling. Monday, we will be watching again Orville that night just for fun, not for any other reason than just watching the Orville. Wednesday, we have Anime Homework, which we're watching what, Phantom?
Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Superhero will be Wednesday
of the
night.
movies. Yep.
And then we'll be watching that. Thursday, we have the For the Homies podcast. This week. Is this the week?
Yeah, I'll
you'll get into that, which Ronan and I will both be on. We'll be splitting time on that. Friday, we'll be watching a movie for dystopian movies. That's coming up next week. And what was the dystopian movie we're watching?
She.
And I've not seen it. Phantom has seen it. I don't know if anybody. I think Phantom's the only one that's seen it, right?
Probably. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, so there you go. Out of us, it's a movie we're letting Phantom pick. So God help us all. For the Homies, do not condone nor endorse the movies put here by Phantom X. And then Saturday,
At least
we'll
my
be
shit's
gaming
better
again.
than GTO. My shit's better than GTO.
Saturday, we'll be gaming again Among Us with our friends. Oh, and Tuesday, we do gaming with Queenie on her channel.
Yep.
So go follow Queen Comics Wife and Comics Dad, Justice for Comics Dad. And Jesus, I got a long one this week. Go ahead, Phantom.
So live this Thursday night for the Homies podcast, we're going to have the man, the myth, the legend, the writer and creator of one of the greatest Batman villains of all time, Bane himself. We're going to have Chuck Dixon, the creator of Nightfall. He also did Alpha Core and Horseman on the Rippaverse. He's going to be our special guest this Thursday night. Tuesday night, we'll be over there with Queen Comics Right, Comics Dad. I don't know what we're playing yet because they're out of town right now. They'll let us know here in the next couple of days.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Then next Saturday night, we'll be back here gaming with the homies. Make sure all the links in the description down below. Buy the merch. Join the Discord. Join Discord because we are starting up a thing where we're going to record ourselves watching movies, and we're going to put them up as our own little commentary to coincide with Matinee. And yeah, we're doing new things in our Discord, and a lot of our stuff is going to be
always active.
Our like a lot of stuff that we record with everybody is going to be like our members only stuff. that we're working on now. So yeah, so we'll see you guys Thursday night for the Homies podcast. I am Phantom X. He is Atomic Patriot. He's MKMPU fan. He's wherever the fuck he is today. We got Ronan the Rage. We got Ronan the Rage Quitter, and we also got Booming Bob, aka Liquid Ebola, whatever name he is, bits today in chat. That he's literally trying to keep sober from stealing his liver. We are the Homies, and we see you guys Thursday night for the Homies
Buy
podcast.
the merch. Like the stream,
Buy the merch.
Like the stream,
Like
homies.
streams. Have
Peace out.
a
Don't
good
be
rest
gay,
of your
fam.
weekend. Don't be gay, camp you.
Don't be K Ronan.
Don't be gay, AP.
Father and son.
Just as gay.
You're all gay.